Imagine a time when the calm of Northern California was pierced by a shadowy figure, a killer who taunted authorities and terrified a community. This is the story of the Zodiac killer ghostly specter, whose identity remains shrouded in darkness. Brace yourself for a journey into the heart of fear and intrigue. In the late 1960s, the tranquil beauty of Northern California was shattered by a shadowy figure who would become one of America's most infamous serial killers, the Zodiac. This faceless menace began his reign of terror on a dark, moonlit night in December 1968 with the brutal murder of two teenagers, Betty Lou Jensen and David Faraday. On a lonely stretch of road in Vallejo, the killer struck again in July 1969, targeting another young couple, Darlene Ferrin and Michael Mego. They were sitting in their car when the Zodiac emerged from the shadows, armed and deadly. Darlene was killed instantly. Michael survived, bearing witness to the horror. But it wasn't just the killings that terrified the public. The Zodiac taunted authorities and the media with cryptic letters and chilling phone calls. He sent ciphers and puzzles, some still unsolved, that hinted at his identity and motives. His letters were a mix of arrogance, threats, and bizarre demands. In September 1969, Brian Hartle and Cecilia Shepard were enjoying a peaceful afternoon at Lake Berryessa when the Zodiac approached. Disguised in a hooded costume with a menacing symbol on his chest, he tied them up and stabbed them repeatedly, leaving a haunting message on their car door before vanishing into the night. Cecilia did not survive her injuries. Brian, miraculously, did. The terror continued on the streets of San Francisco in October 1969. Paul Stein, a taxi driver, was shot in cold blood by the Zodiac in the affluent Presidio Heights neighborhood. This time, the killer was almost caught. Witnesses saw him, descriptions were given, but he slipped through the fingers of the police. The Zodiac's letters grew more disturbing, filled with ramblings about collecting slaves for the afterlife and threats of school bus massacres. Fear gripped the communities, and parents kept their children close. Despite the intense investigation, the Zodiac remained elusive, his identity shrouded in mystery. As the years passed, the letters dwindled, but the fear never fully faded. The Zodiac claimed to have killed 37 people, though only 7 confirmed victims are known. His cryptic codes, chilling phone calls, and gruesome crimes left an indelible mark on the psyche of America. The case remains open, a cold shadow over Northern California, with many still searching for answers. The Zodiac killer's identity is a puzzle unsolved, a ghost story whispered in the dark, a haunting reminder of a killer who walked among us, his true face forever hidden in the shadows. If you enjoyed this dive into true crime, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more spine-tingling stories. Until next time, keep your lights on and your curiosity sharp.